Space, eternal inspiration, and endless mysteries of humanity. Space has always been a source of inspiration and mystery for humanity. From ancient myths about the stars to modern missions to Mars, our obsession with the mysteries of the universe never wanes. Today, we will share with you interesting facts and discoveries that will help you better understand our space. The age and scale of the universe. The universe is about 13.8 billion years old. For comparison, the Earth has been around for about 4.5 billion years, making our world relatively young in cosmic terms. Imagine, if the universe had existed for 1 year, the solar system would have only come into existence in mid-December, and humans would have come into existence a few minutes before midnight on December 31st. There are about 2 trillion galaxies in the universe, each containing billions of stars. Our galaxy alone, the Milky Way, has over 100 billion stars. The light we see from the most distant objects has traveled to us for over 13 billion years, meaning we are looking into the past when we observe these objects. Black holes are cosmic monsters. Black holes are so massive that not even light can escape their gravitational field. The closest black hole to us, Sagittarius A star, is located at the center of our galaxy and has a mass 4 million times greater than the Sun. In 2019, the world saw a real image of a black hole for the first time, thanks to a network of radio telescopes around the world. Fact: it is believed that at the center of every galaxy there is a supermassive black hole, which probably plays a key role in the formation and evolution of galaxies. So-called relativistic jets can form around black holes, giant emissions of energy and matter that can pierce space for millions of light years. The giant planets of our system. Jupiter is the largest gas giant in the solar system. Its diameter is 11 times larger than the diameter of the Earth, and its mass is more than 70% of the mass of all the planets in the solar system. Jupiter is so huge that its gravity acts as a space shield, deflecting comets and asteroids that could threaten our planet from the Earth. Saturn is known for its majestic rings, which are made up of particles of ice and rock. However, few people know that it has more than 80 satellites, and the largest of them, Titan, has a dense atmosphere reminiscent of the early Earth. If it were possible to place Saturn in a giant pool, it would float on the surface of the water, since its density is lower than that of water. Exoplanets, the search for life beyond Earth. Today, scientists have confirmed the existence of more than 5,000 exoplanets, planets located outside our solar system. Some of them are in the habitable zone of their stars, where conditions may allow the existence of liquid water. One of the most interesting exoplanets is Kepler 452b, which is called the cousin of the Earth. It is located in a zone where conditions are potentially suitable for life. Interesting fact: some exoplanets are so extreme that it can rain iron on them. For example, on the planet WASP 76b, due to high temperatures, metal evaporates and condenses into drops of iron rain. There are exoplanets completely covered in water, like huge oceans. Scientists believe that such worlds may be potential places for the existence of life. The mysteries of dark matter and dark energy. Fact: about 85% of the mass of the universe is dark matter, a mysterious substance that neither emits nor absorbs light. We cannot see dark matter directly, but its existence is revealed through its gravitational effects on galaxies and clusters. Example: without dark matter, galaxies would not exist in their usual form. Their stars would fly apart due to insufficient gravity. Fact: even more mysterious is dark energy, which is thought to make up about 70% of all the energy in the universe. It is responsible for the accelerating expansion of the universe. Interesting. The expansion of the universe is happening faster than we expected. Some scientists believe that this will eventually lead to a scenario known as the Big Rip, where galaxies, stars, and even atoms are torn apart by the force of expansion. Stars' birth and death. Stars are born in giant clouds of gas and dust known as nebulae. When particles in these clouds begin to stick together under the influence of gravity, they form new stars. Example: one of the most famous nebulae is the Orion Nebula, located in our galaxy. It is a stellar nursery where new stars are formed. Fact: Stars die in different ways depending on their mass. Massive stars end their lives as supernova, huge explosions that throw material into space, creating new elements. Example: when a star like our Sun runs out of fuel, it turns into a white dwarf, a dense, cool core of a star, while more massive stars can collapse into black holes. Solar flares and their impact on Earth. The Sun often produces powerful explosions known as solar flares. They release enormous amounts of energy and can shoot particles into space that can reach Earth. Interesting, these flares can disrupt satellites, radio communications, and even affect the operation of electrical grids on Earth. In 1989, a major solar storm caused power outages in Quebec, leaving millions of people without power. Example: solar storms also cause the aurora borealis, visible at high latitudes. When particles from the solar wind interact with the Earth's magnetosphere, they create a mesmerizing glow in the sky, one of the most beautiful phenomena that can be seen on our planet. Wandering planets. There are planets in space that do not belong to any star and travel alone through the galaxy. Such planets are called wandering or orphan planets. Interesting. Scientists suggest that there may be as many of them as there are stars in our galaxy. They are formed during the normal processes of star formation, but their gravity is weak, and they are thrown into space. Example: these planets could contain underground oceans warmed by the heat of their own cores. If so, they may be potential habitats for life. Space solitude, the most distant human-made object. The Voyager 1 space probe, launched in 1977, was the first artificial object to leave the solar system. It is currently more than 20 billion kilometers from Earth. Interesting, Voyager carries the golden record, a message from humanity in the form of sounds and images of Earth. It includes sounds of nature, music, and even greetings in different languages. Example: scientists expect the probe to be operational until the 2030s. When it stops working, Voyager 1 will wander aimlessly in space for billions of years, possibly until another civilization discovers it. Space-time travel. When we look at the stars, we are actually seeing their past. The light from a star can travel for millions of years before it reaches our eyes. We see the stars as they were in the past. Interesting. When we see light from a galaxy a billion light years away, we see it as it was a billion years ago. What we see in the night sky is a kind of time machine that gives us a glimpse into the early universe. Example: if an alien civilization were 65 million light years away from Earth and were observing us now, they would see dinosaurs, not humans. Space is full of mysteries, and every day we get closer to uncovering its secrets. But each new discovery gives rise to even more questions that continue to inspire researchers and scientists around the world. Who knows what amazing discoveries await us in the future?